what comes up next, I'm not sure. So I'll just have to do some notes in mind. And that gets me about it. I'd like to know here, I would know little me and something I go into next. Oh, yes, I think the next subject would be saying that this be my birthday. Which is my birthday. And I know several members of the family were born in July. I'd like to go ahead and list them in the numerical order in which they were born. We're beginning of July. Our daughter, granddaughter, Lori. And after that comes me. And after that comes our sister-in-law, Aunt Martha. And after that comes my buddy Adam. After that, I'm not sure. So if there's anyone here that has a July birthday, let us know. Show hands. Thank you. Now, today is the 23rd of August, and it is the actual day of birth of our sister-in-law, Myra. And I think the appropriate thing to do would to go ahead and sing a happy birthday. Now, would you join me? A one, a two, a three. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Myra. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Now, I'd like to make use of some names for a minute or two. And I can think of no one better to start with than my son, Henry. He's a wonderful son, and I just can't get over the terrific relationship we have funded and built with each other. Now, from time to time, people would come and compliment me, saying, you were married to two wonderful women. And I agree with William and Reva. Now, speaking of Reva, people ask me sometimes, how am I doing? I say, just trying to keep up with Reva is enough. And if you know Reva, you'll understand what I'm saying. Now, missing today are my sister, my brother, Sister Sophie, and my brothers, Joe and Bernie. For various reasons, obviously, they could not come. Now, I have one brother here, and Bertie, a wonderful brother, and my brother Carl. I couldn't say anything more complimentary to him than saying I love him very much. And now, I think I can say that we two Carl Meyer have become very close, and it's all due to a place called Coronado. I won't go into that, but we get together and we see each other so often during that month. Over the years, we find out that wonderful relationship. Now, where I go from there, I'm not sure. And I'll have a quick break.
This is our outside view from our... This is the golf course. That's why
we are between holes 8 and 9.
This is our view. Why is it only here?
Videoing. That might work better. God.
You can talk. Just talk. Don't.
Caroline, don't say anything. Just stand still. Don't move.
Mike. No, he's
Don't move. Stand still. Just don't move.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Okay.
Grandma a kiss. Chesley, give Grandma a kiss. Show how tall you are. Adam.
Now walk back.
Makes a difference. If you walk, see if it makes a difference. Does it adjust?
Go over there.
Huh? With all this equipment?
Yeah. Just wait.
Now you get in the picture.
Here, let me do it.
All right. Get in the picture, Chesley, please.
Hello.
Go. Adam, get in the picture. Go. Chesley, come on, get back there in the picture.
Close up.
Skylar! Please stop.
Put on the...
Skylar! Skylar! Skylar's acting like Grandma and Grandpa.
Chesley, take his cane. Walk like you do. All right, I'll walk.
Adam, get off that thing.
All right, Dad, this is how Grandpa walks.
If it wasn't.
You're wrong. Oh, Bob Bunga. Oh, Bob Bunga. Okay.
Wait a minute. All right, now, hold the card up. Hold the card. It's a close-up. All right, I see the card.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is a 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is an 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can't start with a queen because it's a face card. Here's another queen. You can't start with that because it's a face card. Here's a king. Ugh. Here's a 3. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I have 3 face cards, so I'll just put them with that. Now, Skylar, pick 3 piles. Okay. Very good.
Good picking, Sky.
Skylar, pick 2 of those piles. These 2? Okay. That's an 8 and 9 is 17. Plus 10 is 27. Now I'm going to take 27 cards out of the 3 piles she picked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This card should be...
A king or an ace?
Wait a second.
Or a 1? A king, an ace or a king?
Who cares what the card is? Nobody picked it.
Right.
I don't know what that card should be. Well, having a 3. Okay. Will we shall approach this one more time?
Nobody picked it. Nobody cares.
I don't pick out a card. Pick a card.
But that's no, I'll tell you what, she's able to identify the card. That's what she means.
Could you identify the card?
She's supposed to tell you what number she is, right?
Yeah, and it is, and it works. The dad did it for my dad did.
What do you mean it works? You didn't know what it was.
It's your
I
fault.
know that because there were no cards. The Skylar doesn't know how to pick cards. I know how to pick cards. I know what you want me to say. 11, 12, 13, 14. Y'all, shut up. Stop. Remember that. Okay, let me see. No, Adam, you don't have to pick something. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Mom, you're going to take this again?
4, 5, 6,
I'm going to re-show. I can do this over.
5,
See, I can
7,
read,
8,
but I want them to see what they look like when we're
6,
through.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, 6, 7. Skylar! These are all face cards. Okay, I pick 2 piles. Because I'll need 3 piles left, so pick 2 piles. I want this one and... Adam, no! Dad, pick 2 piles. I was supposed to!
No.
Gosh, you picked the highest numbers. Now it's the... It'll work, Adam.
So what am I picking? We want Skylar to walk, Mom,
Pick
the
2
next
piles.
one.
Yeah.
Pick 2 piles, Dad.
Those two.
These 2? Oh, well. Hold on. This won't work because these are face cards. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Okay. Forgot. All
Getting this, Skylar?
right. These 2? Okay.
Skylar,
Hey! Stop! That's 9 plus 10 is 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 17. This card should be... Never mind.
let's go watch Skylar walk.
Skylar, walk.
Count your cards.
Skylar.
Skylar, look at my...
Grandma, come on. I want to see you walk, and then you'll see how you look on TV.
Let's go. Come on, outside. Turn it off, Mom. Come on, Skylar. Let's go walk. Come on, Sky. Come on out here by me. Show me how to do it.
All right, show me how you walk down the steps.
Let me show you something, Sky.
I'm not going to do it. Skylar, if you do it, I got a surprise for you. Honest. I got a surprise for you.
Okay, she'll do it. Get over there by...
right, walk toward me.
Okay, just start. Walk towards Grandma right now. Okay, come over here and get her. Go. Now
Great.
back.
That's great. All right, now.
Okay?
All right, I'm asleep.
Okay. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't open, don't open. Close your eyes.
Am I supposed to open them yet? Okay, that's enough.
That's enough, Jeffrey.
I'm not going to eat my dinner.
Another close-up.
Don't breathe, Adam.
Hello. I will do a back over with licorice in my mouth. Done.
All right,
Another close-up of the star.
Hold on.
Wait. And now, the wonderful Tesla will approach the foot. Adam, stop. Stop.
Adam, I asked you nicely.
Wait.
Come on.
Did you get that? Ready? Come on. Thank you. What? I want to wipe this off your foot.
Don't.
all ready for Abe's party. And here is pictures we got. Of Abe. Can you see? He was Mr. Dornbein's selected teacher of the semester. And the date, I don't know if you can read it, the date is January 16, 1961, Thursday. This is from Cody High. And here is Abe on a pony when he was 3 years old. And here is Abe with his mom when he was about 8 or 9. And here is Abe in 1924. I guess he was just going into school, college, Wayne, I guess. Here is Abe as the teacher of the month. There he is as the, let's see. This is for having served in the Sunday school, the religious school, for 31 years.
No.
30 as teacher for
That was the 23rd year.
for 23 years. And then here is Abe. We went to a masquerade party that Sophie introduced us to, and we went as the American flag. And Abe was the stars. That's the
Talk about that Central High thing?
No.
Oh, yeah.
He was the flag. He was the stars, and I were the stripes. I had a red outfit with red and white stripes, and Abe wore this outfit. He had blue pants, blue background, and 13 stars. And there he is in a recent picture.
When it comes to greeting people, we greet them from 12 to 12:30. Then at 12:30, what we'll do is ask everybody to be seated. And then what I'll do after that is have a toast given to not only me, the birthday boy, but to several others whose names I will mention later on in the afternoon. And as orders are being taken, you have a choice, a varied choice. While we're waiting, after the orders we're waiting, Tiny Friedman, a cousin, it's all family member today, is kindly volunteered to play some music. And Tiny does a lot of wonderful violin playing at senior citizen homes and retiree buildings. And he's picked up quite a reputation of being so gracious in his playing. He'll play several numbers until the food is being served. Then from there, after dinner, we'll call Myra up. And Myra, would you come up and help cut the cake?
No, help blow out the candles.
Blow out the candles. And then a little later on, Myra, I'm going to go ahead and tell what this is all about. And then while the cake has been taken away to be cut and served with ice cream or sherbet,
Don't say sherbet. It's not going to
ice cream. All right, ice cream. Okay. Tiny will go ahead and play some more numbers for us. And I can't thank you enough, Tiny, for being so gracious in this wonderful contribution to the afternoon. And then, after the dessert, I'd like to say some words that I had planned for several days. Now, not only are we glad that all of you are here, the number is almost 50, of which 14 are children. And many of you may remember that when you prepare a meal at home, you will put on the refrigerator a list of all that you're going to serve and whatever other plans you have in mind. Unfortunately, I don't have a refrigerator. So with that in mind, I just hope that some of the words I planned to say will not be forgotten. I will say this. My sister, Sophie, and my brothers, Bernie and Joe, are unable to be here, and obviously it would be all that much more enjoyable if they could have made it. From there, I'd like to go into
It's on here, Abe.
well, okay. Oh, I'd like to make use of some names today. And as far as the names are concerned, I'd like to say that my birthday is not July, but my birthday is not August, but it's actually July. And I've gone ahead and arranged the names, July-born people, in the order in which they were born, numerically speaking. Laurie, our granddaughter, is number 1. Not soon after her birthday came mine. Then after hers came our sister-in-law, Ann Tarzan. And after that came our buddy, Adam. Then from there, I'd like to say, is there anyone here who was born in July whose name I had forgotten? Now, from there, I'd like to go ahead, pardon me as I just look over these cards, and say that as far as Carl and Myra are concerned, our relationship became that much closer as a result of their visiting Coronado. And every March we get together. And that relationship has developed so beautifully that we get together several times each month during those other 11 months of the year. Now, okay, now that's all right. I've got some of this in a different order. Now let me talk about the grandchildren. We have 5, 3 girls, 2 boys. And the grandchildren are Laurie and John and Chesley, Adam, and Skylar. And you can tell if they're dark-haired.
Oh.
No, okay, I'll forget that part. We can easily brag about them being beautiful and handsome and bright. The trouble is, if you brag too much, you begin to irritate others. And we don't want to irritate others who also feel they can brag about their grandchildren. I'm speaking of Carl and Myra, Liz and Stan, Ann and Ida, Tiny and Betty, Hannah and Phil, and of course, Jean. We are not getting you. You people, isn't that a nice term? I have to thank Ross Perot for bringing it back. You people might remember that at times people get together for a high school or a college reunion. And when that takes place, prizes or acknowledgments are given. One who has the greatest number of children, or one who's traveled the greatest distance. In this case, there's no question that those who travel the greatest distance would be our Texas family, Golden Mike, and Chesley, Adam, and Scholar. And if you would please, for those of you who have met. All right, thank you.
Please stand up, please.
After, now, see, this isn't that easy. After tiny, then
After you introduce the Stetten family, then what?
we turn it off.
Oh, why is it blinking? What does that mean?
It's
No, that thing, was it always blinking? Yeah. Was it always blinking?
I didn't notice.
Hi, may I have your attention, please?
I think I'd say it that way.
Hi,
I'm so pleased to see all.
I'm so pleased to see all of you. And since this is Abe's big O, I just want to add something to it, that between Abe, together, Abe and I represent slightly more than 150 years of living. And I'm emphasizing slightly more. And come this Christmas, Abe and I will be married 20 years. And while along the way, it was a good marriage, it is a good marriage. There were a few bumps along the way, but we've been able to flatten out those bumps. Now, some people here requested the desire to say a few words. So, Hank, would you like to be first? Okay? All right, sit down. And you finish. And then
I want to thank all of you for
all right, now the present.
gracious with your words. Now I feel like the bride-to-be at a shower. It's the gift time, and I've been told I must open the gifts.
Right.
And I will be very gracious in my thank you. There's no question of that.
And
I have to add, you didn't have to do it.
the camera. No, tell Hank about the camera.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The camera is Hank's birthday gift. And Reba is enjoying herself like she hasn't had a more wonderful toy in years. It's like getting a brand new, it's next to getting a brand new car in the family. And then from there, we'll open the gifts.
All right, now you give your speech. Now you give your speech.
I thought I gave some of it.
When did you give it?
Unfortunately, I don't have a refrigerator to attach the notes to, so I'll just make use of these little cards. And I'd like to say that all of you are family, all of you are family. And today, the only three important people missing are my sister Sophie, and my brothers Bernie and Joe. And it's obvious, for different reasons, they could not attend. I like to make use of some names today. Hank couldn't be a finer son. And I love our relationship. I just can't get over the fact that we have such wonderful closeness. And I might tell you this to give an idea what our situation is like. When Hank introduces us to people, he'll say, not my father and his wife. He'll say, these are my parents. What more can a person ask than that? Now, as far as people are concerned, from time to time, people have said to me, you are very fortunate, very lucky to have been married to two wonderful women. I do agree. Right? Married to Lillian and to Reva. And when people ask me, how am I doing, I often say, I'm busy trying to keep up with Reva. And if you know Reva, that's not the easiest thing to do. I could tell them about what Grace had to say.
That'd be cute.
We have a neighbor across the way. She and Reva were part of the same school system. And some years ago, she said her neighbor keeps telling her there's an older man.
You have to tell where she lives.
She lives across the way.
Come on.
And she keeps saying there's an older man being dragged out every day by his young wife. Night after night. And Reva's friend said, she's not that young. And obviously, what's the next thing that I should do when we went out? Soon after that, I yelled as loud as I could, Reva, stop dragging me out again tonight. Now, I'd like to get to the birthdays. July is really my birthday month, but I postponed it so that our Texas children could be here. And I like to go ahead and enumerate on the basis of dates the birthdays that I know of born in July. Starts off with Lori. Soon after Lori was born, I came. Might have been 60 years later, but I came.
60 is more, oh yeah.
60. And then there's our sister, my sister-in-law, Ann Parson. And after that comes my buddy, Adam. Did I forget anyone? If so, please let me know. These are cards that are easy to handle.
Yeah. See, I'll give you a card.
Yeah, I have cards. Shoot. Now, I'd like to go ahead and mention, brag is really the word, that we have 5 wonderful grandchildren, 3 girls, 2 boys. And they vary in age from a nice number 20 down to number 5. And they are, in this order of age, Lori and Jonathan, and Chester, Adam, Skylar. And I could, like any grandparent, like so many grandparents, brag about how beautiful, handsome they are, how bright they are. I could even bore you with my bragging, but that wouldn't be fair, because you could easily say...
No, because that wouldn't be fair, period.
That wouldn't be fair.
Don't
Because
say anything
Carl
like
would say, look, Carl Mara can say the same thing, Liz and Stan can say the same thing, Anna and Ida can say the same thing, Tiny and Betty can say the same thing, Hannah and Phil. And let's not forget Eugene.
Eugene, it always sounds like
Eugene. Now, from time to time, people get together for a high school or college graduation reunion. And I know that very typical that those reunions are acknowledgement being given to the one who had the greatest number of children, or those who traveled the greatest distance. As far as traveling the greatest distance, I don't hesitate in saying that would be our Texas children and grandchildren. And I wonder, Goldie, Mike, Chesty, Adam, Skylar, will you stand so, because so many of the people here don't know you. And then after that, Tiny is going to go ahead and...
no. Now you're going to thank them all for coming. This is it. This is
I
it.
want to thank you all for all coming, yes. I would have thanked them at the very beginning too, possibly.
No, but you thank them all for coming.
And before I go and become a bride-to-be with a shower approach, could I say to your little ones, be patient, and we have a special surprise for every one of you to take home. And now, as far as the opening of the gifts are concerned...
You already opened the gifts. You speak afterward. You already opened the gifts. After the last person speaks,
Yeah, then what?
then you're going to open the gifts.
Yeah.
And then when you're all through, then
Well,
you're
then I'm going to tell the kids, little kids, please be patient.
all right.
And we'll have special gifts for you.
For
to
you.
take home.
And then you're going to give your speech.
I just gave it.
I know, but your speech was last. Supposed to be last. And then you can say to the kids, we have a special surprise for you. You don't understand.
Well, I know I'm going to...
Abe, are you going to give the speech and then open the gifts?
You see the light?
Yeah, now I see it. Good. I would like to say a few words to all of you. Since this is my Navy's Big O, together, Abe and I represent 150 years in aging. And I emphasize slightly past 150 years. Come this December, we will be married 20 years. And while it was a good marriage, we have had some bumps along the way. But we've been able to flatten out the bumps. Now, there are some people here who would like to say a few words about my Navy. Hank, would you like to be the first one? All right, push it.
Off.
Push
Red
it.
button again.
Yeah. Push it. You didn't push it. Say it loud and I'll on the plate.
It's a pleasure to see so many people here. Think, almost 50 of you, all are family. And the ages run anywhere from the tender number 3 up into the 80s. Already, I feel I'm on the road toward the next
Whereabouts do they live? You know, I have no idea. No idea. I know somebody got to say maybe that. Ah! You've been here a long time.
Right. Smile. Michelle, that's Michelle. Mark's other half. This is Goldie. Mike's other half. And there's Abe over by the salad dish. You gonna have some?
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm getting here.
That's my Aunt Reva.
Right. That's Goldie and Mike having a nice conversation.
And winds around and dumps into
And
the
the kids
pool.
went into
Oh, yeah.
I can see the way your Mike looks. He gets a lot of sun before you couldn't miss
And
it.
oh, excuse me, Adam, get back to the daddy. Gotta see my Mikey all dressed up. And there's Hank. Oh, I love this camera. Has things on a million. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you can zoom in and out.
Right, right. Yeah, it's supposed to last. And here's Kenny and Ashley. This is Amanda and Susan and Abe talking to them. And Hank and Ann.
Up to everybody.
And Tyler.
Oh, Amanda. I know names have one at Tyler.
Over 5'4".
Watch over 5'4". How tall are you, John?
6'1".
Oh, really? You'd be taking my picture.
I'm taking her. And there's Adam. I love this. Adam. Oh, hi, Tony and Betty Friedman. Hi, Tony and Betty. Here's Laurie and George.
Hello.
Hi. Beverly. And that's Elise. And that's Lauren.
Oh my God.
Hi, Beverly.
How are you?
And hi, Nate. Hi. And who's behind you? Hi, now I side on, and if you high-eyed on. I got you. Great. Hi to Grandpa. Hi, great. Hi, Stan. These are the grocers, Liz and Stan. And this is their name. You can play nursery. All right. Can you want to go around and ask for requests? That would be great while we're waiting. See it itself.
Be with us. I'll introduce them a little later. Anyway, I'd like to go into the birthdays. As far as July is concerned, going back to last month, I put them in the right numerical order. And number 1 is our wonderful granddaughter, Laurie. And right behind her, 60 years behind, 60 years ahead, I should say, is Grandpa. The next is our sister-in-law, Ann Parzan. And after that is, oh, I better look down here, my buddy, Adam. Now, did I ask anybody, did I miss anybody here? Anyone else here who's born in July? Well, then let me jump ahead to August. August 23rd is today. And it's the actual day of birth of our wonderful sister-in-law, Myra. We're not having I wonder if you'd help me sing happy birthday. Now let me just be like a gentleman on TV. A 1, a 2, a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Myra. Happy birthday to you.
Now, let's sing happy birthday to Abe.
Now,
Wait a minute, we have to sing to you too.
oh, to me too. All right then.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abe. Happy birthday to you.
Go up there, Jack.
Not right now.
Go on, Lauren. Go on, Mikey.
Okay, where are the matches, dear?
Oh, here.
This is Ramus, yeah.
What he does is wet his fingers, right? My father would do that.
That Abe has been a part of it. He has been a wonderful person, not only to the young ones, to the old ones, every age in between. And so I like to think of Abe as a man for all ages and a man for all seasons. Happy birthday.
His baby brother.
I'll say a few words.
Baby. Very few.
As I grew older, 4, 5, 6 years of age, every time I went outside, he always told me, he always had problems with one of his legs. can't go in the street, you're not old enough yet. And I started driving down the sidewalk. He left in his car, drove around the block, made another sweep across to see if I was in the street. When Myra and I got married, who drove us down to the book Cadillac was my brother Abe. And the one thing that I'll never forget about my brother, when I was a kid, and I think it was prevalent in all the other homes.
Working grandfather like mine. And my brother Adam, my sister Scott, and I have been so lucky to have my grandpa Angelo in our lives. And he's always had a riddle, a joke, or a story to share with us. And we love you, Grandpa. Happy birthday.
There was always another one that would be replaced. And did you order them with holes in their knees, or was there a whole series of them? But year after year,
I
you
started
always...
a plan 40 years ago.
And I think you still save to this day. Reva, does he still bury things and hide things and keep things?
Somewhat.
You've been working on it?
Nancy Farland and I, we work together as a team.
Because my sister likes to save stuff too.
And I've never seen the top of her table in the last maybe 10 years.
Only 8.
8, okay.
My father has a trait that he passed on to me, and it's the ability of investing. And that's something that Reva has helped with. But whenever he invested in stocks, if he bought high, they'd go down. If he sold, they'd go up. And I don't know if that's still true, but I remember that trait.
Reva?
I remember our trips when, as a child, we lived in Ohio, and we visit, like my Aunt Myra and Uncle Carl, we'd go there on Sunday afternoon. And we're supposed to be there at a certain time, but we'd never get there on time because there'd be first a stop at one house to drop off a newspaper, another house to drop off magazines, perhaps some books for another friend. And eventually we'd get there, but you would always make 5 or 6 stops along the way. I remember a trip to Florida when I was about 9 or 10. And we're coming back, and we passed through Lexington, Kentucky. Then about an hour and a half later, we stopped for a meal. Then about an hour and a half later, we were back in Lexington, Kentucky.
Get over there by 8. Go by 8.
How'd that happen? And he wasn't very happy. I remember usually my father didn't have a short fuse, but he wasn't happy. I don't know what was happening. I like that. And it reminds me of the thing that there's a joke going around that why is it good that there are female astronauts? Because when the crew gets lost in space, at least the women will ask for directions. Something happened this year that, I don't know, I think it hurt him a lot, but he voted in the primary and he pushed the straight Republican ticket. It must have been very painful. Question, will you ever do that again?
Never.
I couldn't do it.
But just a few remembrances, but, you know, had a great life, and, you know, I love you very much, and you've been a wonderful father.
Yeah.
And some change my plans at all?
No.
I run my house at home. Henry said to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to have to make a miss here and there. I like to make use of some names. I couldn't ask for a finer son, no question of that. And our relationship has been so wonderful that we're in touch several days a week. We see each other quite often.